now we are doing a water bacteria test. So when it comes to a water bacteria test, a lot of people ask me, what is that? And I'll tell you. So a water bacteria test is basically testing for, it could be a lot of different things too. So the standard test is basically an FHA scan from the lab. So what that is testing for any E. coli, any lead, and basically any nitrates or nitrites, as well as also any issues with the alkalinity or pH in the water. But the biggest thing you're looking for is any signs of bacteria in the water, because that's gonna be automatic fail. We're talking about bacteria testing and things like that. As far as for that, we always wanna make sure that we don't have any issues with bacteria in the water. Sometimes you can have that just from the water kind of sitting a little bit. So when the water sits a little bit, you can kind of have some bacterial growth. A lot of times the lab will recommend shocking the well. So that's gonna be getting a chlorine bleach tablet, and you usually drop that inside the well, and then you let it kind of sit for a little bit, and you run the water for usually about like an hour just to kind of get it through the system. And then outside of that, you'll retest. And once we retest, if it still comes up high in bacteria, usually that could be a systemic issue. And the best way to fix that is adding a UV light or a blue light filtration system, which will basically kill bacteria on contact. That's usually around $900 to sometimes even $2,000 depending on the issue. But that's something that the lab, as well as I also recommend, just to make sure that there's no issues when it comes to the water. But if you're buying a house with a well, you always, always, always want to do a water test. So if you guys have questions about that, let me know.